We are going to do the experiment on Brinell hardness tester to find out the Brinell hardness number of a given material. Here we have a copper specimen to find out the Brinell hardness number of a copper. So you may have a different material, aluminium or mild steel, cast iron or brass. Now we have copper. We are going to do the experiment on copper. Here this is a setup Brinell hardness tester. First you need to select the load for a particular material. We have a copper. For copper you need to select 1000 kg load. So for aluminium it is 500 kg. For brass it is same as copper, it is 1000 kg. And for mild steel and cast iron we are going to select 3000 kg load. To apply the load, you need to come back to the setup. Here this is a load carrier. Here it is a pan weight. Pan weight is a 250. This is considered as a 250 kg load because already there is a load, so that is considered as 250 kg load. For 500 you need to apply one load. So this is 250 and each load carries 250. So if you add one more load, then the total load applied on the machine will be 500. So for 1000 you need to apply or you need to add 3 more units, so that the total load will be 1000. Here we have selected copper, that's why we need to add 3 more loads to this load carrier. So you need to add 3 loads. It is 500. 750, now it is 1000. It's a pan weight 1, 2, 3. Total load applied on the machine is 1000. Once you apply the load, now we have a switch here. This is the power switch. Now it is on. The next switch is a green colored one. It is on switch. If you press this switch, hydraulic system will be activated and load will be applied on the material. So switch on this. Once you switch on this switch, then load will be lifted, means the load will be applied on the material or will be ready to apply on the material. After the application of the load, now we need to keep the specimen on the table. Here also we have 2 positions. One is a focus position. Right now it is in the focus position, and another position is a indenter position. Here we are using a steel ball indenter. Steel ball indenter. The indenter diameter is 10 millimeter. It is already installed. Now we need to select the position where there is no indentation. Here we have scale. We can take the reading from the scale. We have a microscope, so that we will focus the surface of the specimen to get a clear image of the scale.
Right.
Now we are getting the clear image. Yeah, we are getting the clear image now. After getting the clear image, you see the reading, if you see the manual. Here we have the first column material. For the corresponding material, you need to select the load. Load is 500 for aluminium, copper 1000, and cast iron and mild steel it is 3000. So we are selecting copper here. So the load is applied 1000 kg. Now we need to take the reading D1 and D2. That is the here we are using the diamond steel ball indenter. The indentation will be circular. The circular shape indentation will be there in the scale. So you need to take the reading in the horizontal direction as well as vertical direction. So rotate the scale, you can take the reading in horizontal and vertical direction. So horizontal reading is D1 and vertical reading is D2. You take the average and substitute this D in this equation. So this is small d, average of d is small d. So the equation, we have 2p divided by pi d, capital D, into capital D minus square root of d square minus d square. Here capital D is the diameter of the indenter, that is 10 millimeter. So it is fixed, you cannot change it. But small d is a reading, average reading of D1, D2, vertical and horizontal reading. So substitute it, you can find out the value of VHM. Here, after focusing the surface, we have a handle here to apply the load. Right now it is in the read position because we are focusing the surface, so read position. Now if you want to apply the load, you need to go for the load position. Middle one is unload position. Load. The last position is the load position. So after application of load, to see the scale here, we have one more scale. So this is a scale. You need to wait till the bigger needle in the stable position. Right now it is almost stable. Wait for a few seconds. Now the needle is almost stable. Now you come to the unload position. Right now in load position, you just come to the unload position. Now the needle starts to rotate and will become stable. Now it is almost stable. Then you come to the read position to take the reading. Yeah. Now it is in the read position. So the position of the indenter as well as the lens will be changed automatically by this handle. So now we need to take the reading. Here we have to set the main scale reading with a vernier scale 0 to 0 position. The indentation is just like a circular indentation. Now you can take the reading. The reading is almost 2 point something, 3 main divisions completed. Then you take the vernier scale reading. So main scale reading. So we'll take the horizontal reading D1 is equal to main scale reading is 3. 3 into multiplication factor is 1 plus vernier scale reading is, here it is almost 1 point, 1. Vernier scale reading is 1. 1 into 0.1 plus micrometer reading. Here it is 8 into 3 readings are there in the micrometer reading. 3 into 0.01. So the final answer will be, if you calculate it, will get 3.13 millimeter. This is the reading. Similarly, you can rotate the scale by this knob. Take the vertical reading also. Take the vertical reading, you will get the same answer D2. Almost similar answer. You may get 3.2 or 3.21 millimeter. You take the average of D1 and D2, D1 plus D2, that will be small d. So find out the answer and write it here. So you can substitute the same answer to the formula so that you will get the answer for Brinell hardness number of the copper. Thank you.